Hello again, everyone. I'm Nesbit, you're the People of Skyrim. It's been a while since I've done a stream, but I've got some updates, so let's get on with it. Okay, so the EMB preset Setting Suns will be out in the next few days. I'm just going to finish the write-up page, and then I'm going to go from there, folks. Let me emphasize, I do this full-time. All my Skyrim projects are, are done by myself. It's a full-time job. If you want to support me, there are links in the description via Patreon or PayPal or other means. I'd really appreciate some new supporters. These are tough times for a lot of people, and they're struggling, and quite a few patrons have had to move on with regret, and I hope their situations improve in the future. These have actually been long-term supporters, but within the cost of living and everything else that's going on in the world, some people find it harder and harder as time goes by, and I wish you all well, and thanks for the support that you've given me. Sorry. I'm a bit sort of tongue-tied at the moment. Actually, my mouth isn't working right. Shouldn't have sucked that coffee. But thanks to everyone that's supported me in the past, and wherever you are and whoever you are, or still now in the present and in the future. And I hope your situations improve and get better. And all I can say is thanks for your support. It was most welcome, folks. So yeah, but if you like what I do and you're inclined to help, whether that's just for a one-off donation or supporting me on a monthly basis via Patreon, then I'd appreciate it. Like I say, this art of mine is a full-time job. So let's get on with it. You can see some TPOSC units here, the ghosts and the house there along the Sea of Ghosts. This is the EMB preset Setting Suns. And yes, the Suns is spelled S-O-N, not S-U-N, because it's a play on, the four of the Nordic way of life, due to, the elves and the Breton Empire as well, the Elven and Breton Empire. Actually, the volume in my head is quite loud on these with this game, so I'm going to turn it down a bit. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to have another sip of my drink, folks, because I've been busy. I'm thirsty. And I got a lot to say, I guess, today. So the CMB preset is not 100% perfect, folks. There's still a few small issues that I'm not happy with. And, I don't think you're ever going to get everything 100% right. But it's pretty good at the moment, So here we go. Let's just have a look at some of the lighting effects here. Looks quite good. Another ghost over there. We'll deal with him. I like the lighting effect there of magic. Actually, I should just leave the hawker to deal with him. Okay. And if you just joined me, welcome. And this EMB preset's going to be out in the next few days, folks. I'm no more mucking around. If you just joined me, okay. It's been going on with the mod pack for quite a while now, and it's been quite a job. I've never done an EMB preset before, but pretty much all the elements are there now, and then I'm just going to get it out, and we're going to go from there. And I'll listen to the feedback, and it can grow and develop from here. I'm at the stage where I probably need to get it out and just let users' feedback and move on from there, because the sunsets are all good, the sunrises, the interiors, the sconces and the source lighting, you know, of whether it's from magic or torches or anything else, is pretty much balanced out to the way I like it. The nights are nicely balanced now, and you can see plenty of the images on my Nexus mod page, actually, or on my Discord of this developing, or this EMB preset set in suns. What's that growl? Who is that? That sounds like a... What's that? That sounded like a troll or something. What the hell was that? Oh, it's a hawker. Oh, right, okay. I didn't see him there. But again, I'm just looking at this twilight. What time of day is it? Is it? Oh, I can't because I've got an enemy nearby. Okay, let's move on. Have any questions, feel free to ask. And if Jack, if you join me today at any stage, I just want to send out my best regards to you, mate, and your continued support. And to all my patrons. Again, I'm gonna, you know, I've bought the patron. Oh, what's that? Nice. Oh, I thought I got them all. Where are they? Ah, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice. I like those lighting effects. Very nice. Okay, so that looks good to me. I like that for my taste. Okay, let's move on. What was I saying? I was just saying, at the beginning of the stream, folks, I brought up the patrons because some people have had to move on because of their financial situation changing, and I just wanted to put a thank out to my past, present patrons. I really appreciate any and all support that's been given, because, like I say, these are hard times. And I don't talk about my patrons very often in my streams, but I've had some very good people support me over the years. So, you know, I just want to make a point of that today, and to thank those people, whether they've moved on or not. Your support's been really appreciated. Let's just check out this fog line now. Look, moving into Solitude here. Now, again, the time of day is all right, so it's evening, getting into night time. So like I say, I'm going to put this EMB preset out, folks, in the next few days, all right? And we'll, like I say, we'll go from there. Just to repeat myself, if you've just joined, just see there's someone else coming along. So that will be out soon. And then I'll get on and finish off the mod pack. I'm going to find some armour in a bit, because I've got no armour, no weapons of sorts. Started a new game. And I'll tell you what, lighting and effects, actually, there's quite a lot to it. I mean, I've sort of played around with EMBs, I mean, just played around with EMBs over the years. You know, with a few settings when I was using Ruddies or some other EMB like Fireman or something like that. This is interesting. This is very foggy. What have we got? This is the base. Okay, so I've got multiple weathers loaded up, but currently there's not actually a file for this area, so it's using the base. Oh. The base setup. Nice. That looks good. I like that. Where am I going? Oh, let's put the HUD on. Sorry, I haven't got my HUD on. That will help. And again, it might be getting a bit dark for you in the... but this is, like I say, what we at? That's 9 o'clock, nearly. Okay. Sure it will change. Hello, Yof, alright? How are you? Nice to see you again. The EMB that I'm using is the one that I'm going to be putting out soon. It's the Setting Suns EMB. It's actually quite foggy and dark now, folks, but what I'll do is I'll just move through just so you can see the sort of night effect. You get the idea. Let's just push through to so where it's better lit for your convenience. Let's just go through the... Nope, not what I want. Of course, you are going to get some dark nights, okay? Here we go. This looks better. You are going to get some dark nights within this preset. It is a dark fantasy preset EMB called Setting Suns, and it will be out in the next few days. And the EMB preset is something I've been developing. Here we go. Yof, for the last 6 months with the mod pack, around there, maybe 8 months, around there, in between that. I'm just gonna actually I'll just save just in case, because I don't want to come back all this way. I shouldn't have no problems free camming. I don't normally, but just in case, right? Okay, so wow, look at that. So so Yof, this is TPOSC, the EMB preset Setting Suns. And it's a dark fantasy preset, okay? If people were wondering. So it isn't going to be really bright in, you know, like some EMBs you get. It is going to be a little bit darker in its preset. In the interiors and exteriors. But you can adjust those settings quite easily as well. Okay, I'm just going to have another drink, folks. We'll just let the light change slowly. Thanks, Yof. I've been, like I said, I've been working on this for some time. And like I said, I'm going to put it out in a few days. I'm doing the write-up page on the Nexus now. And this TPOSC... Sorry, TPOSC on the brain at the moment. Sorry, the EMB, because it's part of the TPOSC mod pack. I mean, the EMB will come out. That's to run with Lux. It's been developed for... Look at that. Look. It's been developed for Lux and the Lux Fire series. Okay. And it is a darker fantasy preset. I know I'm repeating myself. I'll get into my rhythm in a minute, folks. I haven't done a stream for a while, so... But it is going to be colourful at times, a little bit darker, a bit more moodier. It's not 100% perfect, but it's the first EMB I've done. But it's still very, you know, it will give you some nice screenshots, really, especially of the landscape, stuff like that, you know. It shouldn't do, because I'll come into that. Hold on, let's just go down. It shouldn't do, Yof, because I'm using, with permission of the author, I use this EMB preset is a mashup of different EMBs, and for the EMB effect, I am using Re-Engaged by Fireman, and I've checked all that, and it looks good. I'll get to Whiterun in a minute, and we'll pick up the Detect Life and you know, the other magic mods for lighting, you know, like Mage Light and stuff like that, and we'll do some tests. And I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary in terms of lighting, whether it's with torches or magic, Yof, all right? It seems to work okay, you know. So yeah, I don't think that's a problem. I haven't picked up on anything. Let's just jump and get up onto this dock. So yeah, and I developed this EMB preset to go along with TPOSC, of course, folks, and the coming mod pack. So you'll have everything. You'll have, you know, the mod pack. If you've never been able to use TPOSC just simply because of the complexity. Oh, here's another thing. I know I'm using splashes of storm. Okay, so we've got some heavy splash effects here. If it's too much for you, you can edit it in particles. I'm using splashes of storms, and I've got the rainbow mod as well. But this is really moody now. So now we've had that lovely sunrise, but we're getting into, and I would imagine, no, we're still, I have got multiple weathers turned on, haven't I? I'm sure I have. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, so multiple weathers is enabled, and multiple weathers is deployed in certain cells. I haven't got multiple weather effects for all cells, folks, alright? But that's a nice screen, actually. I think I want that. So I'm going to just save this, and I'll come back to this later and do some more screens. But like I say, if you want to see more images of the Setting Suns preset, okay? If you want to see more images, you can see it's very fantasy, dark fantasy, very moody. But if you want to see more images, go and see my Nexus profile page and my images, or come onto the Discord or look at more of the videos. But like I say, I've got Splashes of Storms, which is going to be, I'm going to make it a condition of the ENB preset, so you're going to require it, okay? Along with Lux, because I've built this all around Lux, Luxfire, Lux Orbis. You can use this ENB preset. Look at the colour on that cell. You can use a CMB preset just for vanilla, but it's not something I've developed just for vanilla, okay? So I can't guarantee that you'll get a balanced effect all the way through if you use just this CMB as a vanilla, you know, with another weather mod. You know, I haven't tested that. So, but like I say, what you are going to get is a lot of very, I suppose, extreme environments in the feeling and the lighting, and this is one of the reasons it's taken so long to do this, because it's really hard to balance all this stuff out, and I wouldn't say I've even got it anywhere near 100%. Yeah, use it with Luxfire, Lux Orbis, and Lux Interior. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I see, look at the lighting change here as it's shifting, and this is because of the combination of the EMB and what Victor's done and all these other elements that I've put together. Like I say, it's a mashup. It's a mashup of some of Fireman's files, Kitsu, I think that's the name of the other EMB author. I've mashed up certain files, certain other EMBs, and I've done my own stuff. Like I've edited the lens mask and other elements to try to get a seamless look between the foreground and the background and the middle ground, and to get all the things that I could never get with one EMB. I mean, there's a lot of lovely EMBs out there, right? You got Ruddy's, you got Fireman's EMBs, you know, you got Cathedral Weathers and all those other sort of lighting mods, and they're all great. But I guess, you know, I'm sort of like most other people. I never found an EMB. Thanks. Is that Decipher or something? Thank you. Cheers, mate. Or lass, girl, boy, I don't know. But what was I saying? I've never found an EMB that sort of did everything I wanted, yeah? So I sort of thought I'd have a go myself, and because of Lux came along, and Lux is a great mod. I love Lux Interiors, Lux Fire, and Lux Orbis, and I just wanted to do something with TPOSC because the Lux author does a lot of Dwemer stuff, and I'm really into Dwemer. In fact, we'll go to Markarth now just to prove how they sit nicely together, okay? So this is, again, some nice lighting here, so I just want to save here, folks, because I want to come back and take some images here. We're just going to go to Markarth then, because I'm talking about Lux. So yeah, so
take you to any other. Where do you want to go?
With this EMB, you'll need Splashes of Storms and the Lux series. But like I said, you can probably use this EMB just with vanilla. because I've actually done a test with just vanilla, and you can see it in one of my streams. When I was testing Morthor Ages, and it was a vanilla test, but I left I left the EMB on, so you can sort of see what this EMB preset Setting Suns looks like without Lux included. But it has been built to work with Lux. And another different skyline now, okay? Let's go to Dover Halls because I want to pick up some armor and weapons. And what time of day is it? Okay, so it's early, well, getting into early evening. And again, I won't go too fast because then it keeps the quality of the stream. You can see things better. Of course, we've got Lux here with the Lux bridge. There was a TPOSC bridge here, and obviously I've patched for Lux, okay? So Lux, in terms of working with TPOSC, has been patched for. And that patch will be out. There's a current patch out, but a new patch will be out. Oh, here we go. Here's a TPOSC Civil War spawn. I can actually pick up some armor here, actually. And you see all the different types of mods that I'm using, you know. Right, let's pick up some...
Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. I think you've got what it takes. Our headquarters is in Solitude.
What I'm looking for is one that's got a fur. I like those furs. I can't see any. Right, I'll leave that for now. Let's just move on and stick. I'll try to stay focused on one thing here, which is still talking about the EMB. I'm going to move on up to Drago House. Yeah, damn faithless Imperials. I'm just going to move up to Drago House. This is, TPOSC has about, if you don't know TPOSC, folks, it has about 11 or 12 player homes of various sizes. Okay, they're all vanilla. They're all functional, practical looking. They're not. You know, like Elysium or whatever. They're not all prettily done out pretty. You know, they're just practical. And again, now here's a torch. Look, we'll use the torch effect. It's still pretty light, but you can see the effect you get with a torch. So that's pretty good. There's nothing sort of. And again, a nice depth of field for me. I don't know how you feel about your depth of field, but again, that's another nice picture there that I'd like for the mod page. So I'm just going to save that because I can come back for that. Because again, it's a different skyline. I'm using HD embers. So we'll move over to Dover Halls and have a look at the interior there. And yeah, so yeah, I'll just go over the specs for this EMB again. When Setting Suns comes out in the next few days, just if you know, if you join me at this point, you'll need Splashes of Storms, Ruddy's fix for the EMB and Splashes of Storms, but I'll obviously link all this as well. And then you'll need the Lux series, Lux Orbis, Lux Fire, and Lux Interiors. Okay. But you, like I say, if you want to just use the EMB preset for vanilla, you can probably do so. Although I won't guarantee it 100% because I haven't really tested it fully. Now, I don't know what's going on here. What's this? Oh, it's a bandit. Let's just switch to my flames. Can't even see this other guy because it's quite dark now. Is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, ah, there he is. That's nice. And again, during the courses of sunset and the night, there will be times when you're, you know, you're sitting in the shadow of the mountains. So, you know, it's going to be dark, okay? That's just the way it is. But of course, you will get some bright nights as well, folks, okay? Daddy Jazz. What's Daddy Jazz? Daddy Jazz, rest in peace. Sorry, I just saw that comment, Yoef. Right, okay. Now I'm about to have an automaton. Because I'm not really armed up, I'm just going to kill this thing. I'm going to cheat. Alright? Because he's quite tough, believe it or not. We're going to get into Dover Halls. I'm going to pick up a cheap sword and a cheap bit of armour. Okay? And if you know TPOSC, you know why I'm doing that. And again, these cheats, you don't have to deploy, folks, okay? You can use them if you want. They're there for my testing, and if people want to use them, if they sometimes find the dragon spawns too tough. Okay. And again, I like this interior lighting. Again, it's one of the reasons I like Lux. I'm using a Lux template here. But because there's no windows, of course, I'm not getting any interior lighting coming from outside. So, or the interior being affected by lighting from outside. Okay, what am I doing? That's what I want. I'll just chuck some armor on for now. We're going to go up to the Guardian Stones. And I'm going to pick up a bow. What time is it? Okay, we're doing good for time. Now, question is, we had a look at the Markarth area. Shall I come out and hit Windhelm? Dover Halls has 3 different exits, just if you don't know, okay? No, I don't actually. I don't. What I want to do is, we'll go to Windhelm later. I just want to carry on around the Markarth area and check a few things out, folks, alright? Oh wow, heal just in case. I'm at it. That's a safe chest, of course. I should change that from all capitals. It goes back to very early TPOSC days, really, when I had a habit of doing everything in capitals, which annoyed the shit out of people. Okay, right. That's nice. Now, what time of day is it? Okay, let's just go through and see if we get a brighter evening. Just see if I show you some different effects, folks. Just come through to the morning. Again, that's quite nice. Again, you see, a bit brighter. Oh, good God. Look at that. Wow. Hey! Now that's what I'm talking about. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Man, that is stuff it. I'm going to indulge myself, folks. All right. If you just if you are there, if anyone's sorry with me, just bear with me a sec. I just want to get this shot, just in case, just in case this decides to load up, and I'm actually going to do a recording for my video. Bear with. Okay. Now I'm gonna. Oh, that's not. Oh, damn it. That's not what I meant to do. Oh. Oh, change of light. Oh, it doesn't last long. Let's just let's just load that up again. It's because I've dropped into the shadow of the mountain as well. I think that's what happened there, folks. Because it's early dawn. Let's just reload this. Bear with me. I'm indulging myself, folks. All right. That's good. It's loaded. The same. Look at that as well. The red on that. Now look. Wow. Okay. Let's have a look around. Oh, that's even. I just like the tone here and the. Wow. Okay. Oops. Let's scroll back. Let's see if we get the Lux Bridge in. That'd be nice. Because that. Oh shit me. I think it's the shadow. Yeah, it's the shadow. It's the time of day. It changed. Oh, that changed really quick. I've still got a little bit of effect here. But all right, I'll come back in. I'll come back. I'm waffling now. My mouth ain't working right. I'll come back in when I'm not streaming. Let's just get my HUD back up. But you can see some of the effects, you know, that the CMB is producing, folks, all right? Which is quite nice. I think this is really nice, you know? Let's just go through another hour, see what happens. Oh, right, okay. All right. Well, you know, I quite like that. I know it won't be everyone's cup of tea, but I am, you know, first and foremost, I guess, doing this for myself, and again, I sort of incorporate the feedback that I get from patrons and stuff, and consider their feelings, of course, in my work all the time, and supporters of my work. And again, let me bring that up. And that flickering is coming from the beginning of the sunrise, I guess. I guess that's natural. I think it's immersive and natural, but again, I mean, if you've just joined me, folks, go back maybe a couple of minutes and look at the skyline and the early morning effect. It's absolutely fantastic. And again, it's, you know, it's all.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll... You're as good as dead.
What was I saying before that thief came along? I can't remember now. Is it this way I want to go? Or did I want to check the border hold? I can't remember. Let me think. Which way do I want to go? We'll go... Which way do I want to go? I think we'll go here and over to Rorikstead, okay? I will go to Windhelm again because I want to talk about ice and snow and all the rest of it at some stage before I come out of the stream. Sorry, excuse me. God damn it. And let's just again, Lux Bridge and hey, hi Strictly, nice to see you. Oh, that's nice to know. Good man. I'm sorry I haven't been streaming much lately, folks. I've had to really focus on the CMB. But it will be out in the next few days. No more mucking around. I'm going to get it out. And like I say, we'll go from there, all right? If people see things that are at fault or need working on, I'll just work on it from that, you know, point now. Because I could play around with this forever and ever. But like I say, for me, it's pretty much done. You know, there's some real nice effects in the CMB. You know, you can obviously see the different sort of tone you get in the water there is with this pinky sort of sunrise, okay? So again, you're going to have a lot of different nice effects. You can see, like I say, you can see the images on my Nexus page or Discord to get some idea of what's going on. And again, you are going to have, again, it's a dark fantasy preset, so let me stress this, at times it will be dark, especially when you're in the shadow of the mountain, right? Exactly, mate. I mean, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, you know, and I'm never happy with anything. Not really, you know. There's times I obviously get great pleasure from the things I do, you know. I'm getting pleasure from this, but there's still things I look at and I think I could fix that. Or that could be better, or this could be better. But then,
always looking for strong,
you know, I mean, I think if you're a creative, artistic type of person, I think that's the way your head works anyway. It's just the way it is, you know. Par for the course. And again, the lighting of the sconces and everything looks. I've brightened these up because Jack and a few other people thought they were a bit too dark, so I've lightened these up. No, exactly right. Yeah, exactly. They're because you know it can always be better. Always, you're never going to find it. I know. It's a bullshit psychological idiosyncratic trait of human beings. You're totally right, Strictly. You know, it's just an idiosyncratic part of my nature it's just always, you know, thinking I might find it when really it doesn't exist. You're right. You're totally right. Absolutely agree with that statement. You know? It's how we like to torture ourselves. But actually, no, I think what it is, it's how we push ourselves. I think that's what it is. It's how we constantly move forward. That mindset, even though you're right, there is no perfection, but the way that we're always looking for it is what drives us forward. And so I think it actually, you know, that's the use of such a mindset, you know. As long as it isn't self-destructive, it's a useful mindset. Sorry, I'm doing my philosophy bit again, but you know. Now, Old Herodin is edited by TPOSC, and we can see this skyline. Let's just go up. That's pretty tidy. That's not too bad. That deep skyline. That's the bit that's been fucking me off, and I've been working hard on trying to get the gradient where the skyline meets the horizon, and it's really tough, especially at high Rothgar for all the files, all the different multiple weather files. But I'm getting there. But like you say, if you look at the changing of the light in the shadow, I think it's quite nice now. So like I say, the next couple of days, folks, I'm going to finish the E&B page, and I'm going to get this out, and as Strictly says there, I'll have people feedback, and they can give me their opinion, because it's not perfect, you know. There are issues with it, and there are a couple of small issues, and I better heal, I suppose. I mean, they might not be issues. I'm not 100% sure. Again, like I say, I'm still learning about their lighting changes, and I think their changes, especially between dusk or in sunrise, or sunrise in dawn. And I just think it is where I'm sitting in the shadow of the mountain, and then the light pops in as I'm running, and I think that's just because I'm moving into a lighted space. I think it's quite natural, but I'm not 100% sure about how everything, you know. Again, E&B presets are new to me, alright? So it's only been, you know, the last 4-5 months. I've been doing the mod pack for about 6 to 7, 8 months now. 8 months, I suppose. The E&B I decided to do about a couple of months in. So we'll have a Civil War spawn here, and I want to hopefully pick up some nice collar fur from the Imperial Stormcloak. Sorry. Okay, and and the recent TPOSC file update that you've had saw some small fixes to it. Why they fight. Now, hopefully, this bloody skeleton is now sitting on something. Where is he? Oh, what's going on? Ah, there he is. He is. Brilliant. Look, here we go. This is a trap. This is a spoiler, of course, but he's sitting nicely on that rock. He was sitting on thin air because for some reason the rock wasn't showing up. And or the rock wasn't there. It's something to do with using majestic mountains, I think. So, if I move forward around by this fire, there's the trigger when you pick up the coins, and he's quite tough, all right. Even at the beginning of the game, he's quite a tough skeleton. The fact that he doesn't die from a block from this sword tells you that. Okay, there's a little trap there. Just small little things that I put in the game. That's what I want. Sorry, folks. I love this armor and I love this fur.
I need true sons and daughters of Sky.
Where's the boots? Oh. Okay. So, again, you see, it's bright as well. I mean, I say it's a dark fantasy preset, but there are some real bright moments in it as well, you know.
Keep your eyes open.
And again, for me, I don't know what you're seeing on screen, but I mean, the definition is really nice. It's sharp. It looks good. Again, I love Matthew's trees and Matthew's stone walls, you know, all these plants and everything. Okay. So you'll get some real bright days as well, folks, and bright moments. But like I say, it is a dark fantasy preset. So let's move on to the Tundra now, into Roystead in particular. I want to check the inn out there. Because before I finally bring out the E&B... Oh, shit. Hold on, folks. My bloody chat box just scrolled on me. Hold on. So let's just do that. Back in game. Let's just save. What I do want to do... is just finish off and accentuate or enhance a few more of the interior particles for more effect. The trouble is though, as I found, you know, you've got to be so careful, because you know you can just go a few, you know, add another 10 units or points or fractions or whatever it is, you know, to a particular setting, and it can go all Pete Tong on you. But I do just want to emphasise a bit more of some of the ins before I put the ENB preset out. But besides that, I'm pretty much done. Let's check out another TPOSC aspect here. Let's run on down to nice to see this guy walking.
Hello there, fellow.
Oh, I've removed a couple of mods as well, folks, from the mod pack, simply because I thought they were causing bloat. I can't prove it, and there was one mod of JK's that was a problem, and I posted what that was on my Discord. I think it's with the actual individual. This is a TPOSC. This is a TPOSC add-on here, folks. I've put Forsworn in the gully. I'm just going to deal with them, but they're tough, so I'm going to die quite easily if I stick with the armor I've got. I'll finish off what I was saying about the mods in a sec. I'll just deal with these bums, all right?
I can take you.
And again, I am cheating. Shit me. With my sword in armor. But as you see, it's quite intense. These guys are quite tough, all right? Who's left? Plenty.
That's the last of them.
Now, I also did a fix here, which is, I think I did it on the last update, because they couldn't get up the ramp because the ground was too sunken. So that's sorted as well. Just little things like that is all I've really got issues with. Nothing major in this mod anymore. It's really stable. Oh, god damn it. And the thing I really like, right, with this ENB preset as well, if you're getting hit with fire, you can't see shit all, and it can be a real pain in the ass when you're fighting dragons. But I really like that. I like the fact that my sight is affected. There was a fast travel here up to the top, but I removed it when they put in, or a while back actually. But what I was saying was, I really like look at that. Look, to me, I love that. That is really nice. Lovely textures. Majestic mountains, but it's the ruins that I love, and that's the ruins is, I think it's Ruddy's. Is it Ruddy's? Am I still using Ruddy's Nordic ruins? I can't remember. I think it might be. I've always favoured it. I can't remember. I think it's not actually. I think I changed it up, but I can't remember who I changed it up for. But it just goes so well with Majestic Mountains. It just fits. It's the same sort of coloration. There's that lovely, you know. But the mod pack will be out at the end of February, folks, to go with the ENB preset Setting Suns. Okay. So yeah. And what was I saying? I was saying about mods. I removed a couple of mods from the mod pack, and it was the Blue Palace, just the Blue Palace of JK's, because it affects the guy that goes to complain about the noises from Wolf Cave, and he ends up enabled in Dragon Bridge at the beginning of the game, which he shouldn't be there. When I disabled JK's, seemed to resolve the issue. I won't say for 100% that it was JK's Blue Palace, because I didn't do a vanilla test, and it could be that JK's was clashing with another mod, so it was a multiple mod conflict rather than just JK's on its own. But I can't prove that because I haven't done that test. But it wasn't with TPOSC, because TPOSC doesn't edit the Blue Palace at all. Although I guess JK's Blue Palace could have clashed with TPOSC in some other way, but I doubt it. So if you use JK's and you don't get it, then it could be that it just didn't work with this mod pack. So there's the proviso on that report. All right, just to be fair to JK's, just in case, because I don't like to be on, talk crap about anyone's work unless I'm 100% sure I know what I'm on about. Okay, and I've done a proper testing. So I'll put that proviso in there of what I said on my Discord. But I'm quite sure it is JK's. But I could, But anyway, there you go. I'll leave that one. And the other is Minty's Lighting. Although I love Minty's Lighting, and you'll see a lot of my images with Minty's Lighting used in it, I read somewhere that it causes bloating in the files. Now, I don't know if that's true, and I can't confirm that. Because I don't know. I haven't checked that out. But for the sake of the mod pack, I took it out, and people can put that in if they want to. And there was one more mod I removed just to be sure that when I release this mod pack, you're not going to come across any issues. The mod pack itself is as pure as it can be in terms of all the patching that I've done, okay, and all the mods that I'm running, okay. And another thing, with the current version of Luxfire needs to clean his file, his current version, and he also needs to refinalize Navmesh at the bandit camp down from what's it called, bloated man's cave or something like that. I can't remember exactly, down here past Rorikstead, because I had to fix it up in my patch because pathing of NPCs was affected because the Navmesh wasn't finalized. A simple, you know, I mean, again, like with TPOSC, I know how easy that can be. It's not a major issue, but it has major effects in terms of pathing for NPCs. We see there was a bit of pull, not pull, but down to about 5 frames there. And we will see some drops because I'm running the highest preset value of my EMB that I can. And that is what will be released. And we will release a lower preset file, EMB series file with a lower settings for smaller machines. I don't want to be looking at that either, so I'm going to take that off because I'm sick of looking at that. What am I thinking about now? Let's check the inn, and then we're going to head down to Dragon Bridge. Again, more testing.
You're gonna get it, Sissel. Why?
RS Children, there's a patch for RS Children from TPOSC. I don't normally use RS Children, but I stuck it into the mod pack because a lot of people do like to use it.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
Daytime in the inns are brighter than night times, alright? Just so you know. And there's more effects. Let's move on. So what else do I need to tell you that's been going on?
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damned shopkeepers.
Yeah, let me talk about fires.
Why? What did I do?
With this EMB preset as well, make sure you get your overwrites right. If you're with Lux and with, for example, oh, that's nice to see.
Need something?
Arthmoors time of day about 2 o'clock, or no, 1 o'clock. Brilliant, that's good. Look at that. Again, these are just things I'm picking up on, folks. His NPCs are pathing to the inn like they should be from the farm. That's good. Well, oh, that's kind, mate. I mean, again, don't worry about it if you can't use it. Well, yeah, if you want to, you can. That's nice, but I hope you get your new NPC soon. Okay. Sorry, NPC, your new PC. Sorry, Strictly. I've got things in my head here that I want to talk about. I hope you get your new PC sorted out soon, mate. This is an NPC road traveller TPOSC, so that's good. We just saw the people from the farm path to the inn. We're seeing my NPCs moving around nicely, so that's good. Let's just save. So yeah, Luxfire in this CMB preset. Make sure any overwrites you get right, okay? When the mod pack comes out, of course, that will all be done for you in terms of overwrites. So, and it's a little bit darker here now in terms of the day. Look, it's not so bright. Again, the bits that I don't like is that skyline. Look at the gradient. I've mucked up. Oh, I'll just deal with these guys. Yoef, the EMB won't be because you obviously can't run an EMB on Xbox, unfortunately. But what you will have is down the line, maybe in about a month's time, once PC users have verified all the patches that are up and out. Hold on a sec. I will load those up and continue the patches for the Lux series on Xbox. Okay, so what you'll get is the patches for TPOSC and Lux, so you can run the People of Skyrim Complete and Lux together, and all the patches will be updated and will be edited to run on Xbox, because obviously Xbox is more of a limited machine, so I'll have to do some other edits just to support even the Series X. Okay, so yeah, you will get some benefits of all this work. Okay, but you won't get the lighting, you won't get the EMB, because you can't run an EMB on Xbox, which is a shame, but that's the way it is. What was I saying? Let's run on down. So the issue with the current version of Lux Fire, folks, it's only a small thing, and I haven't contacted the author yet. I sort of figured he'd pick up on it sooner or later, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because I fixed it in my all-in-one patch. When you come down to the bandit camp here, there's a cell that's not finalised, and what happens is, of course, the NPCs won't path. If you've got an NPC follower, oh shit, I forgot to pick up my NPC follower. Actually, what I might do is, what time of day is it? What I might do is, I think in a minute, folks, I'm just going to pick up a follower, and this is a Patreon follower. Actually, yeah, let me talk about this. You might like this. Some of you might like this. Some of you, you know, let me just So here, Gunduit has edited the area, obviously. Lovely. It's lovely bridges. All his work's lovely. But in his current Lux Via file, there's unfinalized nav mesh in the center where my... over there, where the bridges are, okay? So it affected the pathing of the NPCs in the current version. But I fixed that up in my patch. And I know the author will get to it. So, I mean, if you experience anything around there, just be aware that's what's going on there. And if you use Lux, the interior mod, on PC, right, at the moment, there's a patch for the People of Skyrim Complete in the inns. But I've actually got an update patch for that Lux patch for the current version of TPOSC that isn't out yet. But it will be out with the all-in-one pack. So you might get a bit of flickering in the inns at the moment. But that is being addressed, all right? So that's another thing I want to talk about. Let me look at the comments. Yeah, everything but the EMB. Oh, yeah. Okay, mate. Well, like I said, I hope you get a piece of, you know, a tower soon, mate. Well, Yoaf, again, one day, you know, hopefully, again, I hope your fortune changes and you get, you know, what you want, because I know exactly how that feels, you know. You know, I'm so grateful that I've only got what I've got here because of patrons that have helped me. You know, we're hard up my end, you know. We have a special needs boy, and all our time goes into our boy, and our life is all centered around him, obviously. And I wouldn't change that for the world, don't get me wrong. I love my son totally and utterly, unequivocally. And we used to have a real nice way of life years ago. We used to travel a lot, and so, you know, I've come from poor, and I went to rich, relatively rich, and I went back to poor again, and that's okay, you know. But it is nice to be able to do things that you love, and money does give you choices. Let's be honest, folks. So I know how people feel, you know, and I empathise, and I hope your luck changes, because I'm only here because of Jack and certain other patrons. Even Strictly's contributed to my survival in this, and many other people, and not just with money but with support, testing the mod and other stuff, you know, over the years. And you know, I wouldn't be here if not for them. So when I say I'm grateful, I mean that deeply. I am grateful because, you know, I managed to get a decent graphics card recently after years of struggling with, you know, a 2 GB card, and I got a 4, which was sent to me for a short time. Then I managed to get a 6, and I've gone up slowly, you know. So I've had lots of different people support me in different ways, and I finally got this 3060, and that should keep me now going for a while. But you know, the bizarre thing is, folks, you know, and you're all going to know this, in 4 or 5 years time, well it's 23 now, isn't it in 2025, right? Of course, UF, that's true, but then you wouldn't just be using it for an €11 game. I mean, I don't. You know, it's about development. It's about game development and future game development, E6. And it's, for me, that is. And it's about playing other games as well, you know, with all the modern day settings that comes with that. So, you know, it isn't just about Skyrim. It's about the future as well, from my point of view. But I get your point, you know. So, you know, but yeah, because for me, you know, when E6 comes out, I'll be modding for E6. This is my work. I work from, oh shit, what's going on? Oh, you know, this is my work. It isn't just, why is he running? All right, it isn't just, you know, playing games. This is what I do for a living, and I try to make a living out of development, game development, mods, you know, E&B, patches, future builds, and possibly even building my own game, yeah? So, you know, down the line, building my own indie game. Okay, so that's what I'd like to do down the line, is build my own indie game. So, you know, all this is hopefully going somewhere, you know? Because as I'm based at home, because of my personal circumstances, you know, that's what, you know, I changed. I basically started a new career, and this is it, you know. So, okay, so now what was I going to do? I wanted to pick up a follower, folks, and then we'll come back here with the follower, because I forgot I wanted to pick him up when I started this stream. Let's just go to Winterhold. Where am I going? Oh. Oh, piss off. What is going on? Why can't I lock onto that? Oh, let's just go to Winterhold. Oh, yeah, that's what's going on? Oh, I cannot fast travel. That's why. What am I missing? Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm being dumb. Brilliant. Some nice effects there, folks. Yeah, go for it. That's what I did, Strictly. I got a self-build as well. I managed to slowly get bit by bit by bit. That's why I couldn't fast travel, folks. I had an enemy nearby. Let's try this again, shall we? Right, yes. I'm just going to pick up the follower, then I'm going to come back to where I was, all right? And this follower is a patron follower. Okay.
Divine Smile. Yes.
Lead the way.
So Garrick Gears is, oh, that's nice, is a follower I made for a patron years ago. Years ago, I put up on my patron page. Let's just go back to, where am I going? That's Solitude. Here we go. Robber's Gorge. That's it, Robber's Gorge. Years ago, I put up on my Patreon page you know, an offer where patrons could create their own NPC. Oh, it would be raining, wouldn't it? So I can hardly hear myself. And it's thundering as well. Oh, I've got to go the other way, the bridge. I forgot about that. I'll just wait for this rain to pass, folks, and then I'll tell you about the Patreon follower that's following me, Garrett Gears. Okay, so PM, evening. See splashes of storms there. That's really nice. I like those splashes, of course. That's really good. Exactly, Strictly, because, you know, I mean, I bought a pre-built in 2012, right? When I was, or just before 2012. And I paid £4 grand for it. That's when I had money. And I bought it off Dale. the company, and I never ever buy a pre-built. Pre-built again, because they rip you off. You know, even back then I could have probably built my own a lot cheaper, and it only lasted as well like 3-4 years. Don't ask me why. It was shit. It lasted to about 2014 and I started to have problems. You know, can't remember exactly how long it lasted, but it wasn't long, and that was a £4 PC. Dale shit. Let's just move through to some light, okay, so we can see what's going on. Hopefully. This looks good. This looks nice, folks. Now my follower's there as well. Gonna get another nice sunrise, I think. And again, this is nice. Oh, I gotta have a picture of this. Okay, so I'm coming back for that, because that's another nice screen for the E and B page. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I think it's a sensible way to go, Strictly. I really do. You know, again, you just now that was one of the effects I was on about there. Did you see how the light popped out in that case? Is it because we hit the shadow of the mountain there, or that's one of the effects? I'm not sure if that's 100% right. But anyway, there you go. I'm just going to save a minute, folks. And I'm just going to go to the main menu. Just with a purpose. Bear with me a sec. I just want to check if I've got something running. Okay. Yeah, you bastard. I knew that was... Okay, I had a virus scan going on in the background, bastard. I felt a pull and I thought, well, I've never had that before. So, a quick scan. I should turn that off. It's really annoying. Let's go back in game. Okay. Let's head to the Dragon Bridge in a sec. In fact, let's do that now. Turn those up. Sick of seeing frames per second. I spent months checking frames. I don't want to be looking at that anymore. I don't like it on the screen. When I'm checking out the view and everything, it just ruins the aesthetic pleasure. Okay, right. So, to Dragon Bridge, we're going to look at... What time is it? It's lunchtime for me. We're going to look at the inn. Let's just check out... There's another different type of sunrise we're getting here now. One of 6 that you'll see. Let's just go forward a bit. Oh. Interesting. What time of day is it? 7. So. See, that's nice. I like that. Again, you know, like I say, I think I'm just going to put this EMB out now. I think it's well ready, folks. And people can tell me what they like, what they dislike. Alright, Strictly, you have a great day, mate, yeah? Thanks for joining me. Thanks for your support, mate. I hope you get that PC sorted soon. Because, yeah, I'll tell you what, there's nothing like a good EMB. There's nothing like, you know... A PC's so good for gaming. It's such fun, anyway. But there you go. You take care, mate. Have a great day. I'll see you soon, alright? Maybe I'll probably stream again tomorrow. I will be streaming the weekend. And probably do an Oblivion stream this weekend, folks. So I might see you then as well. You have a great day, mate. I'll catch up with you soon. Tell her.
Come on in. We got warm food.
Again, the inns are going to be a little bit lighter in the day compared to the evenings, folks. And if you look at the inn here, it's got a low level roof. So it is a little bit more darker, alright? And again, this is another thing I'm not quite sure with the lighting. It's quite bright from the candles there.
Name. I keep the inn.
And I wanted it like that, but I'm just wondering if that's a bit much. Could lower the particles maybe. But then there's Garrett Gears. I was going to talk about Garrett Gears. If you want a follower, come and see me on Discord. If you want me to add a follower to TPOSC, right? If you want a follower for the mod TPOSC, you want your own creation, come and see me on Discord, and you know, you can, because years ago, like I say, I offered for a small donation, I'd put your own follower into Skyrim. And if you come and see me on the Discord page, you'll see a page for your followers. You can create a follower for a small donation, which helps me live, and I'll put your follower into Skyrim for you, okay? Okay, so.
Can't wait to gut one of those rebels.
On that note, folks, I think I will leave the stream here.
Are you a soldier?
We'll come back tomorrow. Maybe the next day. Or I'll come back again this week in terms of TPOSC stream. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa. Lovely jubbly. And then I'll try to do an Oblivion stream on the weekend, folks, alright? As well. Just for relaxation and a laugh and a chat. So there you go. Alright, I hope you're all doing... I hope wherever you are, you're doing well. You take care of yourselves, and you know, if you are struggling in life, whether it's, you know, with your relations or money or just with all the shit that's going on in the world, take a deep breath, look after yourselves, and, you know, go out and visit nature and take a deep breath, and whatever your woes, if you do have any, I hope they sort of ease for you and life gets good for you soon. Like I say, it is a tough world out there, folks, and, you know, I get to talk to a lot of people, and I know a lot of people are struggling. But, you know, whatever your situation, you know, I hope you and your families are doing well. You take care. I'll be back again tomorrow, maybe the next day. I will be back over the weekend, and we're doing Oblivion stream just for fun. Until then, this is the Setting Sun's E&B preset, which will be out in the next few days. I'm Nesbit. You're the people of Skyrim. Good gaming, folks. I'll see you all soon. Okay? Take care now. And again, just support me in your own way. That'd be that'd be really appreciated, okay? Take care now. Later, Yoav. Thanks for joining me, mate. All right. Take care. See ya.